Welfare and food stamp programs were designed to help struggling families put food on the table and get back on their feet. But behind the scenes, a darker side exists, one filled with scams, fake documents, and elaborate lies that drain billions from taxpayers each year. From fraudulent applications to people selling their benefits for cash, the scale of abuse will shock you. These aren't just isolated incidents. This is a problem with real consequences for communities across the country. In this video, we're taking a look at clips that expose the jaw-dropping stories, outrageous schemes, and unbelievable confessions tied to food stamp and welfare fraud. Some are caught red-handed, others brag online, seemingly unaware or uncaring that it's illegal. Whether you've heard whispers about this issue or have seen it firsthand, you're about to witness how deep the rabbit hole goes.
So I work at the food stamp office, doing like applications and interviewing people. One of the hardest things about my job is when I'm interviewing like a single parent who has just been through the ringer and they're honest, and they're just trying like to just keep going, I guess. And then having to tell her or him that they're over the income limit or they only get like $30. And then I have people like yesterday where I find that somebody who's been working multiple full-time jobs, making multiple thousands of dollars every month while lying and getting the most food stamps, all of the assistance. And so that person has just been living large, not having to pay for anything, having enough money for all their bills, free food, and there's like literal single parents out here that are not lying and are trying the best they can, and they can't get the help they need. And it is just makes me so angry to see we have lots of people that are wealthy that apply, and then to see them lying, and then to see them getting the benefits that other people should get. I don't know, it makes me so mad. It's super hard to listen to a mom cry on the other end of the phone about how they're going to feed their kids, and knowing that there's so many people lying to get those benefits, and they don't give a shit. I used to be like, everybody should get free food stamps, but man, after seeing like people who don't need it lie to get it, like, I've definitely changed my mind. Everybody should not get food stamps. If you are making $10,000 a month, you do not need food stamps. And those are the people that we should be pissed off about. Those are the people that the government should be looking at for taking free benefits. So anyways, thoughts for today.
If you get EBT, listen up. So y'all, I was at Sam's Club the other day getting groceries like normal. I was doing the scan and go, getting ready to check out. And it's telling me that I only got $6.01 in my account. And I was like, no way. I literally just got a deposit on the 13th. So I went and checked the app, and lo and behold, y'all, look at this. Y'all, somebody in Windy City Food Market, Chicago, swiped my card for hundreds of dollars. They even flagged it in the app. So as y'all can see right there, it gave me the option to contact your state. So that's exactly what I had did. And when you contact them, all they telling you that they can do is cancel your card and send you out a new card. And also that you need to go to your defense office and let them know about the fraud. So honey, as soon as I woke up this morning, I put my clothes on and I went straight over there to their defense office. Y'all, me and another lady had walked in at the same time and was standing in line. She was in front of me. Y'all, tell me why the exact same thing happened to her. But instead of them pulling it off in one large increment, they was taking hers from her by $100 till they cleared the card out. But they took mine, like they just cleared my whole thing out. I'm thinking they finna tell her, okay, fill out this form. We're gonna get you some replacement food stamps. Y'all tell me why this lady said that no. They stopped the replacement stamps on December 20th, December 24th, something like that in 2024. But they not doing that this year. So I'm basically like, I know if they telling her that they can't do nothing for her, they gonna tell me the same thing. And that's exactly what she did. All she said that they can recommend us to do is to start locking our cars. I'll put the website down where they say you can lock your card at if this haven't happened to you yet. But yeah, but y'all, they not doing no replacement food stamps. So basically it's like, if you get your food stamps taken, that's it. Y'all tell me why it was another lady that walked in there and said the exact same place took her food stamps too. The Windy City Food Market in Chicago took her food stamps too, just how they did mine. And this was also on the Atlanta news, this happening to another lady. Y'all, they are out here stealing our food stamps, and the people are telling us that they not going to do nothing about it. Now, with this happening to so many people, I'm sure they're going to have to do something, because when we was at the place, the lady said that they've been coming in here going crazy. Like, people are getting their food stamps taken in my area, like back to back to back to back to back, and there's nothing that they can do. Now, me, I'm finna go file a police report. And they gave me this little paper to report it as fraud. I'm finna try to do that. But I'm finna go file a police report because, y'all ain't finna just take my food stamps.
I just learned about a insane food stamp scam that I have to tell somebody about. Nobody in my real life is going to care, so where else am I going to go but TikTok? And before I tell you this story, I need to preface it by saying, obviously, not everybody on food stamps does this. That's a given. If your aunt who's on food stamps doesn't do this, you don't need to come to the comments and say this isn't everybody. That's a given statement. However, this is factually something that's happening, at least here in my state, and I feel like other people need to know about it, and I need to know if it's happening in your state too. So some people that are on food stamps will go down to their like corner store grocer. So like, think like small market, right? Like chips, sodas, that kind of stuff. They get an array of different groceries, some paper towels, usually like just dry products that aren't perishable, non-perishables, okay? I saw this firsthand. They bring it up to the register, and the clerk will ring them up for whatever it rings up to be, and they charge their EBT card for it. Then they will give the person that has the food stamp card, the EBT card, half of whatever it rung up to be. So if it's going to ring up to $60, they're going to give them $30. They hand them $30 in cash. Person with the food stamps leaves with the cash, and the clerk puts back the items back on the shelf. Genius on the clerk's end, if you think about it, because they're not losing anything. They're getting paid for nothing. My mind is blown right now. I saw this firsthand, and then I confirmed that this is like a normal practice. This happens all the time. Have you ever heard of this? Does this happen where you live? Have you ever heard of it? If you're in Delaware, have you ever heard of this? Have you ever seen this if you're in Delaware? I have heard of people selling their food stamps before. This is such an elaborate scheme. This is such an elaborate scam. My mind is blown. Please confirm to me if you've heard this or not.
So people, I'm at the Illinois Public Aid Office. Where I just experienced fraud, and they're saying that they cannot and will not help no mother or no children or anybody who has experienced fraud at all here. So if you had experienced fraud and they've taken all your food stamps for your children, guess what? They're not giving you absolutely nothing, even with a police report. So basically what they just told me is like, they don't give a fuck. It's really sad because, you know, you are trying to figure out what's going to happen, but if you experience fraud, they ain't doing nothing for you at all. And they don't care either. They're just like, nope, you ain't getting shit. And yep, here it is. It's on North Avenue in California. They don't give a fuck. So mothers, I don't know what to do. I want to help you guys. I want to advocate for you guys. And just let you know. My recommendations is you change your PIN number immediately after every transaction, lock your card. But these people right here said they didn't give a and it's pretty sad that this is going on right now, that the government hasn't even issued a new program to protect those link cards. These people are doing this all over the United States, even other states. I was just told that Bronx, New Jersey, a lady from out here was just captured out there. So you need to be aware. We need to raise more awareness. Like, what is the government doing for us to create some type of new program for these link cards to be protected like a credit card? Like, why aren't they sending you a message and say, did you make this transaction? Say yes during the text message, like banks do when you're using your credit card. But I feel so bad for a lot of these mothers out here. So they just ripped me off $1,100. And then she's gonna say, I can give you some food pantry numbers. You really think I'm gonna go to food pantry where most of those food pantries are giving out expired food? Be real. Oh no, well, we used to give the money back during the pandemic. What are you doing, President Trump? You're letting other people steal the food of children and mothers. There's a lot of pregnant women who are receiving help, unemployed women like myself. I'm unemployed right now, but you know, hopefully I'll be landing a job soon. But unbelievable. It's unbelievable that they're allowing this to happen and continue to happen. This is not the first time I've experienced fraud. The worst part is I wasn't even in the country when this happened.
Good morning. I was gonna do this video yesterday, but I took my time to think on it because after it all came out, I was baffled and like dumbfounded as how it even took place. But y'all remember back not too long ago, a couple of months ago maybe, when people were talking about their food stamps were getting stolen? Like, they'll get the notification and say, you know, that their food stamps were on their card, but when they tried to go to use it or something, they were gone. Okay, so it recently came out that some lady that was a USDA federal employee by the name of Arlissa Davis and 5 of her co-workers stole over $66 million in food stamp benefits. Now, I'm baffled. I don't work in that industry or that profession, so I'm really not sure, but how does one person steal $66 million in food stamp benefits? And how does the government not want to give their food stamp benefits back when they can clearly see that they're not in there? Which I think was wrong. But it's been confirmed Arlissa Davis and 5 of her co-workers have gone to jail, or I guess federal prison, for stealing $66 million in food stamp benefits. Now, nobody has made a report or posted anything or updated anything saying that people would get their food stamps back. But I'm just baffled at how 6 people can steal $66 million in food stamps. Like, that is really mind-boggling to me. Make it make sense.
I'm not even going to play this video right here because I'll be the one to get violated. But this lovely lady is promoting her food stamp course. She is showing you how to get to the link in her bio and all the directions how to get to where you need to be. But she is teaching a course on how to manipulate the system and not only get Section 8 housing, the cash, the food stamps, but also gives you a direct link to a website that allows you to steal other people's food stamps. Now, these are top-notch people. Don't get it twisted. Not only are they stealing from the government, but they're stealing from you. They're stealing from the poor people, the single moms out there, the families, paycheck to paycheck, struggling to feed their children. They're happy. They're happy to do it. They're happy to steal it from you. That's what they're doing. Salt of the earth people. And not only are they salt of the earth people, but boy, are they smart. She's doing the right thing. She knows that coming online and promoting this business, she knows she's going to get some business. But she keeps, I think she's forgetting that she's online. I can't wait. I can't wait till your ass goes to prison. I can't wait till your ass goes to prison. And everybody that buys that damn course. Also, I'm happy that you can't buy no more sodas. I'm happy you can't have no more damn Coca-Cola or Dr. Pepper or Sprite. And you can't get no more snack cakes or no more junk food or no more freaking juice. Now, I always knew that people, they're going to take advantage. They're going to take advantage. But this is trifling. This is the worst of the worst. This shit is trifling. And I cannot wait to see you in prison.
A lady just received 10 years federal time for lying on her food stamp application. Now, y'all, I understand it's hard out here. I understand more than the next person, okay? Trust me, I get it. I've been denied several times myself. All I'm saying is, if you lie and go to jail because you was trying to feed your family, who's gonna feed your family? Y'all, it's not worth it, y'all. Like, I know this has been a thing for all of time. People have been lying on their food stamp application since it was invented. But y'all, they catching on. They catching on to y'all. They actually doing their background research. They checking to make sure the job matches the house, matches the medical bills, matches your name, matches your social security. They double checking now, y'all. Okay? So all that, let me lie, get a couple extra. Just be happy if you get it. Be happy with what you get. And that's it, y'all. Otherwise, you gonna be in the cell trying to figure out how you can get some soup.
Story time about how I got caught lying on my food stamp application while doing a face full of new makeup. All right, y'all, let's get down to business. I have to tell y'all this story because it's so funny now that it's over. So the year is 2020. Everybody is at their peak scamming position. I'm talking PPP loans. I'm talking about stimulus checks. I'm talking about food stamps. So I said to myself said, I said, you need some food stamps too, boo. Go get you some. So I moseyed on down to the SNAP website. It was my time to shine. I go ahead on and fill out the application. It's myself, 3 kids. But there was an important piece that I've left out. I forgot to tell them about my man. Child, I done told them people my kids ain't got no daddy. That's the thing about social services. They always want to know your business. You got money in your account? Do you own a car? Do your kids have a father? Child, that lady called asking all them questions. I almost wanted to body slam her. Stay out my business. Anywho, fast forward, we get approved. And I'm talking approved. Now, by this point, I quit my job. This is when COVID started to really affect our family. Daycare providers was getting COVID. Co-workers was getting COVID. It was just COVID out over here. So I said, oh, no. That ain't even about to fly. Not with my babies. Keep in mind, not only did I have a 6-year-old, but I had twin 4-month-olds. No. So everything's going well for a while. I'm getting my little money every month. They're giving me about $700, okay? And I wasn't playing about my little Sev. I was at the grocery store promptly, 8 a.m. every 9th of the month. So about 5 months go by, then I go back to work. Here's where everything falls apart. So one day I'm getting ready for work. I got my kids out the door. They at daycare. I'm just getting ready for work, listening to gospel music like the beautiful, holy, saved woman I am. I hear a knock at the door. This is odd because who knocks on somebody's door at 9 a.m. in the morning? I don't answer doors because I have anxiety, so my husband got it, which is normal. It's his house. I hear him say, babe. So I'm like, what could anyone want with me? I go to the door And for the sake of this video, we're going to say her name was Jessica Rubenstein. She says, my name is Jessica Rubenstein from the county fraud department. My heart was in my ass. I'm like, yes, Miss Rubenstein, whatever could you want? So she's like, so you put on your application that you're a single mother, but we see here that you're married. Married? Well, whoever told you that? Like it ain't public record. I said, ma'am, somebody done told you wrong. Y'all, this lady pulled out a whole file on me. You'd think I would give up, but no, I'm determined. She said, well, who was that guy that just answered the door? I said, that's my brother, Jonathan. Jonathan? Really? She said, oh, really? Because he looks a lot like the guy in your profile picture. She done sat in my face and told me my own husband's name. And I still tried to lie. So at some point, she's just like, all right, let's cut the crap. I know you're married. I know that's your husband. Do you want me to look around? Like, I know this is your man. He's like, the more you lie, the less I can help you. Whatever. Okay, fine. You caught me. What's up? So she's like, of course I have to share my findings. Of course you're going to be off of food stamps. Of course you're going to be done with daycare. Because you lied. And that's what happens when you lie. So I'm like, you mean I have to use my own money? She goes back to the office. Of course, she shares her findings with her boss as she's supposed to. And of course, I get cut off. Now I have a bill. So fast forward to 2023. So far, I ain't pay on the bill at all. I was just letting it rock out. You know what I mean? Because clearly I didn't have the money if I had to take it from you. But oh, when you owe somebody, they gonna get their money. And how did they get their money? My taxes. When I say them people got their revenge on me, they got it. Over $2,000 of my tax return. Gone! Did they take it? You know they did. You know they got their money. I'm glad they took it though, because I don't like sitting around owing nobody. Take your money and go. Leave me alone. But get this. I randomly received 2 PEBT cards totaling over $3,000. They're in my children's names, of course. I'm not doing no more fraud. I got those cards and told my kids to put their shoes on immediately. We had business to take care of. Basically, I said all of this to say, don't be like me. Be smart. Don't lie to them people, because applying for these resources is like inviting them into your business. And they will absolutely do a thorough search. But I don't gotta do that no more. I'm up now. Toodaloo.
And there you have it. Some of the most shocking, bizarre, and infuriating moments surrounding food stamp fraud. What's your take? Should the system be stricter, or do we need better support to prevent this kind of abuse in the first place? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more eye-opening videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.